Happy Friday, everyone. It's the Hype on Collect, and we got more stories to go over, and it's flagship football release day. So I want to know, anybody in the chat got a blast or got into a break yet? Got some Fernando Mendoza? I know he threw that pick six yesterday, caused for a little concern, but did anybody get a chance to get any flagship yet? I know here at Mojobreak Shop, we actually got a full store right now. People ripping some football, so we're in the spirit. Season's right around the corner. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're also going to be giving away a Deion Sanders rookie card, PSA 10. One of my favorite players growing up. Kind of really came into his own in that 94 season where we won a Super Bowl. So always a place in my heart for Deion, and I want somebody to have that in their collection. So stay tuned for that. That's glorious, even though he's in the Falcons uni.
Yeah, look at that card.
Glorious.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah. PSA 10. Deion Sanders.
Big shoulder pads. Look at that.
Big shoulder. I mean, look, it was the 80s. Everybody had big shoulder pads, even the football players. It was a little bigger. So shout out to the big shoulder pads and shout out to Deion. Football's back. We're 2 weeks into preseason. We got college about a week and a half away or so. We're pretty close. So, and here we are, flagship football. Great turnout so far. And already the Fernando Mendoza 101 has been pulled. The RPA, there it is right there. There's the RPA design. The Nike swoosh on the RPA already pulled day one. So there you go.
I thought you were going to show off the Deion Sanders Yankees rookie.
Oh,
I think 1990.
I will say, I think probably a little out of the price range that the good folks at Fanatics Live do give us to do these awesome giveaways. I think it's a little more than.
No,
you don't think it's $100?
No, the Atlanta Falcons one is definitely worth more.
You think so? I'd have to. I couldn't even find
Deion
it.
Sanders Yankees
Who knows
rookie
these days?
Is probably a $5 card.
People are paying $20 million for Mickey Mouse, so who knows?
Do you think it's a $5 card?
No. Well, let me tell you. Let me break down Deion Sanders for you. Far better football player than he was a baseball player.
This is true. I will always argue, though, if the Braves had won the 91 World Series against the Minnesota Twins, which
going in the Wayback Machine.
Going in the Wayback Machine.
1991.
I was just a wee boy of
I
was 1 year old, so I don't remember it.
I was 35 years old, so I remember it well.
Deion, that went to Game 7, and it was, of course, a nail-biter, and it could have gone either way. And if the Braves had won, Deion Sanders would have been the MVP of the World Series. He would have been. And how many guys can you say Hall of Fame NFL career and World Series MVP in the same sentence? Would have been special.
Deion, was, I guess, a decent Major League Baseball player. I would say that
he was fast.
But he was never really like. I would say he was like generally a fourth.
He was an
outfielder.
average
He was
player.
a fourth outfielder on every team.
One of the fastest guys in the league.
Yeah, I mean, good defense. Could run a little bit, but he was like, what, a 240 hitter?
Yeah, that's about. I mean,
maybe
his best,
maybe 10 home runs.
Best season was 94 when he did when he was with the Braves. We got Braves traded to the Reds, and then 95 he got traded to the Giants. Reds to Giants, but 94 he had 38 steals. He got caught 16 times, which led the league. 283 batting average that year.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
But what's his lifetime batting average?
Like 250.
263.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
not
look,
better than I thought.
Yeah.
We got some folks in the chat that said that they Rip J Blaze has pre-ordered some Topps flagship football. Sorry, that's a mouthful there. I don't know. I'm curious to see how the retail pans out because we're coming off the update series basketball that was in Fuego. Are we going to see some big hits coming out of retail, whether it be blasters or mega boxes? I'm curious. I'm going to rip some today.
Or hangers. Don't forget the hangers.
The hangers are bangers.
Hangers got
right?
bangers.
Hangers got bangers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you say we have $25 value boxes in the shop.
Yep.
$24.99.
Yeah, and those, who knows how long those will last because Chrome Update sold out right away. So if you're in the Santa Clara area, I would head down to Mojobreak Shop over this weekend. We should hopefully have them stocked over the weekend and grab yourself some blasters. If you're into the hobby, we are breaking a 10-case player break right now on Fanatics Live. We're live over there now, so if you want to open up a second window. But we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, as we just mentioned, that that Mendoza's been pulled. He's obviously the top rookie chase. We have a flagship football skits from Taylor Grayson on IG. Let's play that one.
Football is back, and this basically sums that feeling up right now for some people.
Hey, baby, do you want to go to brunch? No. It's still
Got the right
summer
jersey
out.
on.
It's preseason football. It's preseason football. There's a game on for the next
26 innings.
These games don't even
Down.
It's 10 a.m. and I'm hammered. No more Sunday brunches. You get me another beer, babe? Fantasy football is in full swing. Beer, Ashton Jeanty is a Mario beer. I'm basically a corpse to you now.
Yeah.
That's relatable.
I think the thing I
totally
related to
relatable.
most is him being like, Ashton Genty, you know what? This is his year. This is his year where we all hone in on a guy where we're like, well, I got him in 3 fantasy leagues. I better become his #1 fan now. So, yeah,
It's a beautiful time of year. I mean, luckily my wife does watch the Niner games. She's not too much into watching Sunday night football, depending on the matchup. But that's the one sport that I get her approval on. But I'm sure most of us football fans that are out there that are, significant other doesn't support it is like 3 months out of the year now, 3-4 months out of the year. The calendar is on lock. And it depends on how serious of a fan you are. I mean, you can wake up and watch. We're on the West Coast, so you got the 6 a.m. game sometimes.
Love it.
You know, the London game, and then you got the 10 a.m. game, and then you got the 1:30 slate of games, and then you have the Sunday night game. It's an all day fest, so
Goes by
it's a
so
good time.
quick.
It does.
It goes
the
by
whole
so
day
quick.
is gone, and then you got Monday night football. I mean, it's great.
Wednesday nights now. You got Christmas Day. You've got look, we're 5 years away from 7 days a week.
I think there's Black Friday games, right?
There are Black Friday games now. Yeah, we're 5 years away from 7 days a week of football.
I hope.
I know.
I hope.
I hope.
I mean, they could
only hope.
expand the season to 80 games. Just play it year round. I'm in.
Go like round robin elimination style for the season, and then just 365 football.
Yeah, I have. My wife has told me that I have ruined football for her. She wants nothing to do with it. She used to like it. She used to like the Niners.
Yeah. I will say those 6 a.m. games, I was not big into them. And then you have a baby, and then you're up at random times, and then it's like the baby's up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then they fall asleep, and you're like, well, I'm awake now. I can't go to sleep. I might as well do something. And oh, look at this. There's 6 a.m. football. You know what? I'll cook some breakfast while I got the football. I got the Jaguars and the Giants going, something I would never watch. But you know what? But while I'm cooking some eggs and bacon, why not?
Locked in. Want to see what T-Law is going to do.
Yeah.
Now you have the sports betting aspect of it, too, so you can just pepper in a couple bets.
Yeah, you get your Kalshi on.
Parlay on.
Yep. Yep. I think seeing that DraftKings has got some legal betting in California now, too. So my wallet's going to be a little low come Christmas time this year. So hopefully the kids don't want a lot of things.
Hope
Sorry,
you like
kids.
Tic Tacs.
Didn't hit on my parlay.
Yep. Hopefully they like sports cards for Christmas.
Yeah, there you go.
So
More
some
accurate.
blasters. But as we talk about football, and obviously the clear-cut favorite here is Fernando, and it's going to be Fernando Mania, which makes me old knowing that there was a Fernando Valenzuela several years back that had the original Fernando Mania. But that is besides the point. Who is the number 2, Chad? Is it Ty Simpson? I don't think so.
Yes. Right here.
Jeremiah Love.
Look at that. It's great looking. Oh, there we go. It's a good looking uni.
It's a good looking
good-looking
91
unit.
set design.
Yeah, I like the
I'll give
91.
you that, but I don't know about those colors. I mean, or is it Honey Dijon? Is Honey Dijon the guy you're out there chasing? So it's like Jeremiah Love, Honey Dijon, maybe Ty Simpson.
Who?
Sorry, he's already got a nickname as our first,
I got
our
a
first
little-
round pick, Dejon Stribling.
Honey,
Oh.
we're calling him Honey Dejon.
That's Kittle's running with it, so Kittle's the leader of the pack. So you got to go
if
with what he
George
says.
Kittle bestows that upon you, it reminds me very similar. Like there's certain players in a locker room or a clubhouse when they say this is your name now, it's done. It's locked and
Does
sealed.
Ricky Pearsall have a nickname?
Slick Rick.
Oh.
Slick Rick. I just think of Barry Zitos calling Pablo Sandoval. He said, "You remind me of the Kung Fu Panda," and it stuck. You can't go away from that.
Speaking on a side
Who
note,
came up with Baby Giraffe?
That would have been Crook and Kite.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were saying that when Brandon Bell had to play left field a couple of times, we're going into the Giants' knowledge, he looked like a baby giraffe out there.
Sweet.
All wobbly.
did anybody see? I watched a commercial yesterday that I had to kind of wipe my eyes and say, did this just happen on TV? It was a commercial.
Mojobreak?
Well, that was cool. Yeah. By the way, Mojobreak's commercials. If you're in the Bay Area, you're going to see it while you're watching Giants games. If you do watch Giants games, but probably a lot less of you guys watching Giants games nowadays. But it was Tony. It started with Tony Gonzalez like in a hammock, and he's like, "I'm so relaxed right now," and then it went to George Kittle getting his hair brushed, laying on a bed, and he's like, I'm just so relaxed right now. And then it was like several other tight ends, and then it's like it goes to Bruce Arians, and he's like, they're relaxed. These tight ends are relaxed because they got their prostate checked. And they're
brother.
And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, but it was like humor because it was just like all this humor leading up to it. So I was like, wow, they caught me by surprise. I was going to be like Frito-Lay or Little Caesars or something. And it was like, get your prostate checks. And Bruce Arians like, I got my prostate check and I was able to live longer, blah, blah, blah. So they're all, so loosen your tight end and go get your prostate checked. And I was like, whoa.
Honestly, A+.
How do we not have that video on here?
Yeah, we should. I know. I should have linked
Clearly.
it. I saw it late last night, and I
That's
was
why.
like, "What am I watching? This is odd." So what I did is I went and I booked a prostate check after that. So
Look,
they got me in there.
It worked.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm
well.
just saying. I should though. I should. It's on my mind.
I was going
now.
to say that's a quick turnaround time.
It's quick.
From
So today's show is brought to you by prostatecheck.org. No,
Right.
Just kidding. But we do have a giveaway coming up. So, but did anybody in the chat? Nobody answered what player they're chasing. BJ said, "Heck of a break yesterday." If you missed it,
Yeah.
In case you missed it, we did 30 cases of motif with Emma Roberts and Cody John on Fanatics Live. Crazy polls. I mean, there was like 5 or 6 Cooper Flags. We
It was
pulled a
nuts.
logo man.
I feel like the first 5 or 6 cases was insane.
It was a dream world. Yeah, it was like
insane.
unbelievable. So that was fun. They had a good time. So hopefully we'll have them back for like definitive basketball or something else coming up in the near future. Is it time to run this giveaway?
Yeah.
Or actually, you know what? There's one more question. I got crickets on that last one. So who will be the breakout QB of the 2026 season? A la somebody like Daniel Jones from last year. So who could have a bounce back season? I know it's on the tip of all of our tongues right now. It's probably Kyler Murray, right?
I mean,
That's probably the one right now that we're thinking.
I told you guys here yesterday off air, and his auto. Here, I'm going to grab it. There it is. There's his auto right there. Where the hell's the camera?
How about Cam
There it is,
Ward?
right there. I like that pick. I like the Cam Ward pick. I think he started to show promise at the end of last year. Second year, on the pipes off of him. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. But I think Kyler, top 3 MVP finisher. I'm calling it right now. Top 3.
Bold.
That's bold.
I think I'm going with Stetson Bennett. I think it's time to get some Stetson Bennett cards because he's due a bounce back season because Stafford's his arm's probably about to fall off. So we're gonna get some Stetson Bennett time here, and
But we won't, though.
we will.
No,
You think
'cause
they're gonna start Ty Simpson
They
over?
will.
No.
Did you see what he was doing last game?
No.
Just slanging it around. 2 TDs, 190 yards. Reminds me of a really, really, really good Brock Purdy.
Ty Simpson?
Yeah. Like if Brock Purdy had talent.
Well, you heard it here. Invest in Ty Simpson. Then blame Dan.
Yeah.
He's known to have great investments like Sean Mannion in the past. So
I'm seeing
The offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
it's true.
Soon to be
true.
head coach Sean Mannion.
That's true. Man, you're right. Which would be, you want to talk about getting in at the ground level there,
I'm
Dan.
gonna retire. Every single
Yep.
card's gonna be worth $10 million.
Watch him win a Super Bowl.
we got 90 RPAs,
90 of
national treasures.
Yeah.
So it's done, son.
It's a lot of money. We should do a video. We should do another video. It's been a while since we did a video on the Sean Mannion
I'm gonna
collection.
hit up Ken Golden.
Yeah,
Just be like
good call.
sitting on a gold mine.
I know
Well,
what I've
actually,
got.
I mean, you should do what the guy. I mean, we have a video coming up later about the guy with the Cooper Flagg debut patch. He's kind of waiting it out. Maybe we got to get Alt in the mix.
Maybe you
Fanatics
can put me on the
Collect.
next season of the Golden Touch.
Yeah.
I with the Mannion collection, I
Yeah,
think
come
100%.
down.
Look,
100%.
Alt, great idea. Just start taking bids for Dan's Sean Mannion collection now, and just see
That's
what
right.
happens.
I could talk to Alt and be like,
Right.
"Oh, what are you looking
Or
for?
don't-
What are you looking for a cash advance? I'm all $250 million."
Or they don't even need to
Good
talk
deal.
to you. They
Yeah.
could just start the bids. Just like,
Oh yeah. We
We're
could just run.
taking it,
We could
man.
just run the bid. We could just run the
bid. Just
the
run
bounty
it.
bid.
Run
Right.
it. Run it now.
right.
We should do a bounty bid for the Sean Mannion collection. We did have some responses in the chat. Tyler, the master, said Sanders. I'm assuming that's
Shador.
Shador. And then maybe Penix has a run with Tua choking. That's an interesting situation in Atlanta too. I mean, you've got a guy.
who's starting.
I don't know.
You've got Tua, who a lot of people say just can't play football anymore at all. I mean, based on what he did in Miami, but fresh start. I mean, obviously they got rid of their coach there and in Miami as well. Now he's on a new team competing for a job. Maybe that wakes him up a little bit. And I mean, he's got the best running back in the league, right? I mean, the best running back in the league is Bijan, right? He should probably be Honey Bijan.
I got a crazy,
Bijan Robinson.
I got a crazy idea, and why has this never happened before? Why have like a team like that? Why hasn't like the offensive coordinator or the coach run like a quarterback by committee? Like you get one.
No one wants to do it.
You get one possession, then we're bringing another guy.
No one ever wants to do it.
I know.
Take away
you're
take
right.
away a blocker, though, right?
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it?
Or a receiver.
It feels like one of those, like, the
No,
moment...
you rotate them each
Right.
possession.
Right.
I think it's momentum. I think there's a big thing in football with momentum, and I think that if like it didn't work once, it's like, oh, because we killed his momentum because we took him out of the game.
It's also the kind of thing that...
But you don't know until nobody tries it though.
No, you're right, because part of it is
I'm not saying doing it every snap.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you want to get
The
crazy,
thing-
especially if you had quarterbacks that have completely different skill sets. Like, say you have a quarterback that's really fast and a quarterback that's a really good pocket passer, and you just keep on changing them out every couple plays.
I mean, didn't the Dolphins basically do this with the Wildcat year? Like, where
that was Ronnie Brown,
right?
who was a
You're
running
right.
back.
He was
and
running back, taking direct
even
snaps.
though he was taking direct snap, and like
Right, well,
99% of the time, you knew that he was not going to throw it.
there's a team that I'm thinking of that could actually pull this off. It's the Minnesota Vikings because they actually have the guy who's actually thrown more postseason touchdowns than Derek Carr did in Jawan Jennings. So they could actually do like a little reverse with Jawan, and
Yeah.
I think that would work perfect.
Yeah, Tyler's saying this is something you do see in college, which is true. You do
Yeah,
see it in college. I mean, very famously, you saw it in the national championship game with Jalen
college.
Hurts.
You just and Doug's probably right. It probably is a momentum thing, timing thing. I would say with like receivers.
But if you have a receiver who can throw, or maybe a talented running back too, that should be more trick plays like that. But you know what? The coaches look stupid if it doesn't work. Like, why did you give it to that guy to throw
But
it?
they look like geniuses if
If it does, I
work.
know. It totally does.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Silver Raccoon saying Steelers with Cordell
Slash.
Stewart doing that. Yeah.
Slash.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Didn't Cordell Stewart punt too? He did everything.
He did
right?
everything.
He did.
it
He
all.
literally did everything.
He did everything.
I will say, too, the moment a team does this effectively, I think it has the same effect of baseball with the openers, basically taking away the power of the starting pitcher, where, like, yes, is it maybe technically going to help you win more games? Sure. But aesthetically, it does ruin the game. Like, baseball is more fun to watch when a guy goes out there and goes 8 or 9 innings and just shoves and is amazing versus like 7 guys go out there and pitch a shutout. Like, is one better than the other? Like, no, not necessarily.
the end
but
result's
like
the same.
Exactly. But for me as a fan, I would so much rather watch a guy go out and dominate than a collection of eight pitchers play
dominate?
the matchups. Yeah.
I would too. I mean, and we got
I
some.
don't have that strong of feelings about it.
Tyler says
If my team is up and
Right.
we're winning,
Right. If you're winning, right. If it's your team winning, but if I'm if I'm like just a casual viewer and it's the World Series and I'm watching that, I would rather watch Madison Bumgarner go out and pitch 9 innings than the Rays do a bullpen game to win the World Series.
for
That's
sure
all.
for baseball. I mean, yeah, I mean it's probably like they use these plays for like a shot in the arm too, right? It's like kind of like, okay, now we'll get back to having the regular offense. Tyler in the chat says Wildcat is a hidden gem. If you need you have to have all the right players. Yeah, I remember Ronnie Brown back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing it, and I think it got worn out. But hey, bring it back. Randall Cunningham, Silver Raccoon says Randall Cunningham had a super long punt once, a real big time leg. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to watch YouTube videos. I was a fan of Randall on the Eagles. I remember growing up watching him. That dude was a beast. But I didn't know he punted.
If you want any reason why I also am high on Kyler on the Vikings, Randall Cunningham, when he went to the Vikings, revived his career. I'm just saying, it could happen. It happens in Minnesota. I don't know what it is. There's something in those Thousand Lakes.
And he has, obviously a top 5 receiver, if
Right.
not the number 1 receiver on his team in Jefferson. So I think it's time for this giveaway. Are you guys ready for a giveaway? Let's see some fire emojis. Let's go. We're gonna give away Dion. Which another question is: Dion on the Mount Rushmore of football defenders?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
defenders.
I know. There's DBs, linebackers, obviously tackles, but I know it's hard to microcosm and put them all into one.
He
but
is on the Mount Rushmore of secondary players.
I mean, yeah.
But I
there's
don't
no
know if you can
question
put him on
about
the
that.
Mount Rushmore of all defensive players.
Hmm.
Kyle says yes. Waka says if you add swagger, I mean, who's in that? I mean, that's a good question.
Aaron
to have.
Donald.
Oh, God.
And I know. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, played for 8 years. Then put Patrick Willis in there too. Same amount of time he played.
Reggie White,
Yeah.
Lawrence
Yeah,
Taylor.
I can't disagree with that. Chad, who's on the Mount Rushmore of defenders? I know it's hard to.
I mean,
You could DB section it too
Terrell
if you want.
Suggs.
That high?
No, or
Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. I mean,
Ed
anybody
Reed.
anybody who is on that Baltimore Ravens defense that absolutely
Right.
dominated for like 5 years.
I think you're Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor.
JJ Watt.
You want to go old school too? Maybe like a
See, that's
like
why
a Dick
I'm like,
Butkus or
you
a Mean
can't,
Joe
like,
Green.
if you add the whole defense, you can't.
That's
I don't.
tough.
You can't put Dion.
I got Urlacher in there too. Yeah, Brian Urlacher's got a case. Ray Lewis, I think, is up there for me personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
So
many-
as
how
far
many-
as
he won
like
two
as far as
Super Bowls?
secondary, I think you can put. I think you can put Dion if you're just going strictly secondary.
Dion, Ed Reed,
Revis?
Revis maybe.
Revis
Sherman?
was
Troy
the-
Polamalu, let's not forget him too.
Revis was the best cover corner of that time. I would actually say Revis was probably in his prime is probably better than Dion.
I mean, Silver Raccoon does have a good point. They started. He was one of the probably the first DBs at least we heard. And I'm an '80s baby, so I can't really speak on the '70s and the '60s. But he was the first DB that they would not throw to the side.
Right.
That people would notably talk about, like, or like he would have matchups when he was on the Niners when the Niners were in the same division as the Falcons, which is who he came from. It would be Rison, versus Dion, or it would be Irvin versus Dion, right? And it was always like that was the big talk of the week of like, how's
But
how's
Dion-
Michael Irvin going to get around Dion? Who's going to
Dion
win the battle?
also like was a great cover corner. He was electric. He had speed, but he wasn't the total package. He couldn't really.
He wasn't
couldn't
really a
tackle.
hard hitter. No,
He couldn't
was
tackle.
straight coverage. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think he's on the Mount Rushmore of secondary either. I think there's other guys.
Really?
Yeah, because you got to
No.
put safeties in there too.
Yeah,
I think
it's
for
fair.
sure he's on the Mount Rushmore of
I
the
mean,
secondary.
because
you could make a case of
so
it.
is Ronnie Lott on the Mount Rushmore?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
how many?
there's 4 spots.
Yeah, there's only 4 spots. That's what I'm
but
saying. There's only 4
if-
spots.
we're running out of room.
Okay, is there a giveaway we're doing soon?
It's happening.
It's running
it's
right now.
actually
Good.
happening
Good.
as we're speaking right now. So get in on the giveaway, by the way.
Good.
It's 50-50 in the chat right now, although there's only a couple votes. So
Mount Rushmore of punters.
I mean, I think
Now we
okay.
can lock it down.
now we need to move on.
I
if
think
that's
Re-
the
I think
case. We
Reva-
need to move on.
Mount Rushmore.
Revis or
long
Dion?
snappers.
Oh, brother.
Revis or Dion.
Revis.
Really?
Revis.
I'm going to go Dion
jeez.
based
I think
purely on personal feelings.
I think Revis was. Are we put? I mean, Dion was electric. Dion also
Ran back punts. too.
ran about punts.
Dion did it all.
No,
Actually,
He
played
played
he
baseball.
played, he played
I-
receiver
no,
too.
I
Baseball.
no, he couldn't tackle.
Yeah,
He did. He
whatever.
quite. He 100% did not do it all.
Yeah, but you know what? Those other guys couldn't hit a home run or steal a base. I'm just saying.
There's probably some guys out there.
Yeah,
that
maybe
do
a few.
home
Bo
runs.
Jackson could have.
Yeah,
so
Bo Jackson.
There's that. Yeah.
Best ever to play both sports professionally.
It's
Brian
Oh.
Jordan.
Brian Jordan had the longevity. On
Actually,
his
I
side.
mean Bo Jackson, but
Bo
I mean
Jackson, right?
it was a career cut short, dude. There and we're going to talk about some this giveaway coming up, and there's a funny skit by Sports Courage Chef on IG coming up. But what I was going to say was there was a video about Bo Jackson the other day. I think it was Harold Reynolds that was talking about Bo Jackson because Kansas City would play Seattle, and they were kind of friends and stuff, and. But I guess Bo Jackson, who's not a switch hitter, was like, "I'm gonna bat lefty," and he was for warmups, and I guess he hit like a 500-foot home run lefty, and it was just like, what in the heck? Like this guy can just
he's ridiculous.
he can do it all. I mean, I remember the wall climb too. Like he ran up the wall, and like made it look easy, like it was on like he was on a skateboard. So it was, Bo Jackson was incredible. I was obviously too young to really appreciate Bo, but. Let's see this Givey Goblin skit from Sports Card Chef.
Yeah. Speaking of, here
'Cause we're giving away the Dion right now, so make sure you enter and tell your friends. Increase your chances of somebody you know winning this.
But also just come and hang out with us, and maybe
Why would you
not.
want to tell your friends? You want a better chance of winning?
Sweet name that says Tebow.
Oh man,
How is he chatting when he's right there?
I don't know.
How's that
Does
possible?
he know we're looking at him and talking about him currently? No, I'm looking right at him, and he's no idea.
How is that possible?
Anyway, yeah, there was a moment.
Does he have an earpiece?
We'll
in?
get right to this thing, but there was a brief moment I remember where baseball was having a real identity crisis when Derek Jeter retired, and it was like, who's the most famous player in professional baseball? And I think the answer for a brief moment was Tim Tebow. And that's when things were really bad in baseball. And I think it was right. Anyway, here we go. Giveaway.
Tim Tebow never made it.
He never made it.
Never made it.
Triple
A.
A. Yeah, I want to say so. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, here you
Never
go.
didn't want to be a tight end.
No, he should
In
have been.
football. He should have.
Gainesville.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for joining the stream today. It's going to be a great one. Honestly, super excited. Hey, when's the Givey? We'll be running stuff throughout the stream, including Givey, so just stick around if you want to win one. How much longer to the Givey? It's actually going to be over in about 3 seconds here, and congratulations, Givey Goblin. There you go, bro. Congratulations, man. What do I win? It's just a Givey, so it'll be a random rookie from an NFL team. Awesome, thanks, man. Could you actually send me an auto of LeBron James? Sorry, bro, I actually can't do that. It's a little bit out of my budget to be given out for free, okay? But I appreciate you, bro. Okay, man. When's the next Givey?
Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway, enter our Deion Sanders giveaway, which is happening right now. So we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think that most of our loyal customers are not, these stereotypes here, but we do see it every day. And I always, in my mind, I'd like to envision it as a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid.
It might be.
Just to justify, like, the action, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, it's probably a kid, So I just kind of entertain it. But in all reality, it's probably a 48-year-old man. That's like, Mom, where's the meatballs?
Oh,
right?
he's Will
Meatloaf.
Ferrell from Wedding Crashers, yeah.
No, wasn't it Meatloaf on the Sports Center ad when he was listening to Slayer?
Oh gosh, that's the greatest Sports Center
It
ad of
is.
all
It's
time.
the
The
greatest
late
one.
great John Clayton.
Yes.
And the rumor for years was he was again. If anyone who doesn't know who John Clayton is, just a bespectacled, very small man who was a football encyclopedia. It was incredible, but had glasses, looked kind of like, lack of a better term, looked like a nerd.
Yes.
But there was a rumor for years that he had a 6-foot ponytail in the back.
In the
of
back.
He was bald with like a 6-foot ponytail, and then they did that video of him being like, "Mom, where's the meatloaf?" or something like that. And he had like super long hair, and he's like, "Oh," he said no. He's like, "Mom, I'm done with my spot," and he's like asking for meatloaf. I think it's funny.
And didn't he like a Slayer shirt on?
He
Yeah,
has
it
a
was
Slayer shirt
amazing.
on. Yeah,
It was so good.
It was so good. I gotta say, I went to 2015 Super Bowl Media Day. I went to, and he walked by me, and I clocked it immediately. I saw him coming down the hall, and I kind of like stop and I like look down at my phone to like stop in my tracks. And the moment he walks by me, I immediately look back and I'm like, "Is
You
it
were
real?"
starstruck, right?
No, I was starstruck, and I also just had to know. I'm like, "Is it real? Does he have it?"
Oh, to see the back.
It didn't exist. It didn't have it.
No party in the back, huh?
No party in the back.
No,
Unfortunately,
just all business.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great Sports Center ads. I mean, got to give it up to that. A couple comments in the chats. BJ says, "I'm a goblin first, then a customer." LOL.
Fair enough.
Russian bots. LOL. Yes. TG says, "Gotta love Slayer." Yes, you do. Yeah, Little Rain and Blood. You're not going to hurt anybody. Seasons in the Abyss was a great album. Sanders did look like a punk when I can't read today. Look like a punk with McCarver in baseball. Famous clip. Okay, I got to watch that one as well. I don't know. Cody is a baseball historian. Do you see that one?
That rings a bell. I'd have to rewatch it though. But yeah, that does ring a bell.
But we got mentioned Russian bots. Apparently, there's bots in Whatnot, according to Boston Card Hunter on Instagram. Have you anybody seen this
Something's
video?
brewing with Whatnot. A group came to me recently who's been doing research on sellers and found out that there is a bot service now spreading rapidly that caters directly to them. On this service, which starts at $99 a month, you can artificially inflate your viewer count, immediately ramp your
Oh, it
show
says
up
what
to
it
a
is
certain
right there.
number, or
Yeah, well.
slow burn things with 50% bots over minutes and hours. Now, I'm not going to give away how they can identify sellers using this bot service, but it is quite effective and compelling. If I can verify who's using this, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to name them, and they may already be closing in on a very big seller.
Stay tuned.
Dun
Wow,
dun
wow,
dun.
I know, right? very dramatic right there on the yeah, anyway.
Think about trying to get some. What's the website?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what's that website again? Crazy. What?
Did anybody
yeah.
catch that, by the way? Put it in the chat.
Yeah, what a crazy program.
But again, I mean, all it does is just inflate your viewership count. It's not converting.
No. But I mean, we feel like we've known this for years because like we'll go in some rooms and it'll be like, how is there 200 people in this chat right now and nobody's buying and nobody's talking? Like it just the numbers, right? So it's like the algorithm that some breakers that it seems like, obviously can't prove it, but it just seems that
So
way.
you're basically, so if you basically have 100 and let's say 100 viewers in your current feed, and the algorithm on these platforms is going to push newer people who come into the app
I think
onto those streams.
I don't think that necessarily the app is. I mean, some of the algorithms for the apps are based on
or you're just
viewer
is
levels.
it human psychology where you're just like,
That's it.
if there's 100 people in this room, there must be something going on. What am I missing out on?
Yes, 100%. Because you're like, there's 2 people in the room. Why would I go in there? It must be dead. There's
But
50
wouldn't,
people
if they're
in there.
running random team auctions, let me just play devil's advocate here. And there's 100 people in the room and you're looking for a good deal. Why would you want to go into that room?
Right.
Why wouldn't you look for a room that's doing random team auctions with 8 people in there?
It's a good point.
Because you're probably going to have a better chance of getting a good deal.
100%. And I think what like a lot of buyers that I remember when I've done singles and I've had like 50 people in the room doing singles or packs, I've had guys say like I don't go into like one of the bigger single sellers on Whatnot is Debut, I believe. Debut or Daily, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, if anybody's in the know. But they have like 1,000 people in their chat. So to this guy who's buying from me, he's like, I'm not going to ever get a good deal there, right? Because he's like, there's 1,000 people in there. So if I'm bidding on a card, I'm playing comp or above comp because there's so many people bidding. So it could work against you in that sense if you have too many people in the chat too. So, I'm just waiting for the day. We're getting close. I know we were at the National and we saw the robot walking around. I'm waiting for the day. At some point, maybe my kids are going to clubs. You open up a club and you fill it up with 100 robots so that, like, the people that have never been to the club, they're like, this place looks pretty lively because there's 100 robots. That's like the real life scenario here, right? Where it's like just robots like doing like doing the Dougie or something, and you're like, this is a cool place to hang
The
out.
whole club mentality, though, at least it used to be back in the day, but they just keep everybody outside the club to make it look like the place is hopping.
Yes,
True.
they slow the line down.
It's like it's very Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah, robots doing the Dougie. I mean, 20 years from now, robots going to look probably just like me and Dan and Cody here.
The
So.
technology's
Yeah.
not there. Right now, they apparently only do one thing, and it's want to fight people.
Right.
But that's actually if you see it, there's a guy with a remote. That's the thing. Like he kind of tries to stay in the
Yeah.
back. Like that thing's being controlled by
So it's
like
a glorified
remote.
RC car?
Yes,
Okay.
it's just a modern day. And I think like usually like we saw it. I don't know if you've seen the new Jackass yet, but they had the robot. But they had the guy that does. God, I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Adam K. I think the guy that does. He's a
I know.
comedian.
He's a comedian.
Adam Ray.
He does
Adam Ray. Yes.
Adam Ray. He does
He does the Dr.
He does
Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Great
It's
Dr.
amazing.
Phil.
Dr. Phil. Yes,
It's
and I think he
amazing.
doesn't he do Biden too? I think
Yeah, he does a really
so.
good
He's he's really fun.
So he was doing the voice. So, but unsuspecting to the people that were out there. So it's like, I don't even know if these robots are doing voices. I think it's like somebody else, So we're like trying to fake people out. This is an independent robot that's thinking for itself, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not. We're not quite there. Skynet has not become aware yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. So it's okay. Got a few more years.
Yep. So yeah, I mean that's, where it's at. I mean, now did he allude to going back to the Boston Card Hunter video? Was he alluding that these bots were bidding or they were just going into chats?
From the video, it makes it sound like it's just to beef up the numbers for the streams, which would, I would imagine, also help you get a little higher up on the, again, like you said, you see those numbers and you go, well, what's happening in here? This must be, there's a phone involved,
we're all
right?
speculating how the algorithm works.
Right.
But
There's
we
that too.
don't
We don't
actually know.
Yeah, but my guess is that people are doing that because their feeling is, if I hit triple digits in my stream, therefore I'm gonna get a boost I'm gonna get a higher up on the feature page or whatever it may be. So
TG says what happens when it sells to a bot. So that's what my brain's like as we're talking through this, because he did mention that he's gonna unleash a name, right? So if he's unleashing a name of a buyer, that means he's assuming that the buyer is a bot, right? So the reason to have a bot in a Whatnot stream is that you are, I'm just assuming, is you're able to set limits on what that bot would bid at, right? So
now you're okay. That's way more in detail than I thought we were.
I don't know if that's where he's going.
I
but-
thought we were just juicing up the numbers to make it look like you gotta.
Well,
you gotta
I think
pop
it's
and roam.
I think it's cause and effect.
But
right?
if you're able to basically essentially have shill bidding by bots,
That's
then,
a whole other.
yeah,
thing.
that's a whole different avenue. That's crazy.
Right. So judging by his last comments, that's what I'm assuming he's alluding to, is he has a buyer name, right? Why would you have a buyer name if it was just bots filling up a room?
Right. Yeah. So we may have an answer here from so stay tuned. Boston Card Hunter is apparently gonna
1240.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't taps is more concerned with what is that? Is it gifts and Fanatic giving?
bots.
Oh,
That's a robot.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
little robot.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we see it. I mean, we think we see it. I mean, we stream there every day, so we see the comments. So hard to say. Sometimes it's like, hey, thanks for the givey, but they never buy, or that you don't get a response at all, right? So it is tough. People could run more buyer giveaways, I guess.
Yeah.
But like on a podcast like this, it's you guys aren't buying anything, so you have to do a givey, straight up.
Yeah. BJ in the chat says there's a freemium service for Bay listings that will boost views on an item to help it sell. So
Interesting.
Yeah. There you go.
I know I've tried if I've had cards on eBay that are like 20, 30 grand or something, or like a Michael Jordan jersey we were selling. I did pay for them to like promote it. So I don't know if that's part of the service. But then they take like 6% extra.
I was like, they take a substantial fee to that when it sells.
Yeah. But speaking of eBay, when is the right time to sell a card, right? That's the question that I face every day. Like we have a Shohei Ohtani Dynasty rookie patch auto numbered to 10, BGS 9.5, actually perfect 9.5, that we bought for $7,000 in 2022. Right?
A lot of information you're giving everybody.
I know the whole backstory. But I'm just saying,
it's far too much.
It's the psychology of like, well, now you can look that up and see how much it's worth. Is it time to sell, or you're like, it's going to continue to go up? These are the questions that everybody has, and I think the guy that pulled the Flagg debut patch is concerned about the same thing. I think he was on was this Sports Card Investor with Jeff?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he talked to Jeff Wilson about it, and that's why you saw the card over at Cards HQ. I think we saw some video, and there was some speculation of like what's happening here. Well, the card hasn't been sold.
The redemption, that is. Let's clarify that.
The redemption, and he explained why.
Why not, while everything is so hot, say, all right, I'm going with the highest bidder, or I'm going with the auction house with the best outcome.
If I jump too soon, I don't know who I'm going to meet along the way. I mean, yeah, there'll be decision made in time. Absolutely. I just want to take my time with it. I'm never getting this opportunity back again. I get it. There's a history here, and there'll always be attached to it, I think, but make sure I do the correct thing, especially for the hobby.
All right.
Especially from a bank account.
That's what I said though. We talked about this last week, and I was like, he should be in no rush. There's nothing that's going to happen between right now and the start of the season that's going to affect the price. So like, he has a solid 2 months to basically just let the world know that he has this card.
Yeah, I mean, some of the interest will wane a little bit if you hold out too long, I guess would be the only other argument.
I mean, I guess
that.
like Definitive can come out with a ultra high-end logo man.
But it won't be the debut patch. Like, that's the only one. It's the only debut patch of Cooper Flagg. So I think there's at least
you
that
have these
confidence.
releases come out, and these cards could be $1 million cards.
Right.
That might be taking away a little bit of the cash that could be going towards the debut.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah. I mean, he's obviously probably alluding to that he's going to choose which auction house, I'm assuming. But I mean, maybe if somebody does come in with a strong offer, I don't know. I don't get the take at the end of like, I want to do what's good for the hobby, because, well, then that means like, well, then you want to get it somewhere where everybody could see it, right? I don't know if that's going to happen in this scenario, because, I mean, if you get it to Kevin O'Leary and Shine, they're going to look at it as an investment.
Right.
Maybe the Mavericks would be the decision then, because then maybe Mavericks fans can come and enjoy the card when they go to a game or something. But that's a far significantly less offer in this scenario, right? But yeah, I mean, he does have, I mean, if you want to make the fair point of like, okay, he has until October, but I mean,
yeah, what could we
Cooper Flagg could do something though from now until October.
Look,
Could do something.
I didn't want to. You're right.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say it if you didn't, but look, and I'm not trying to speak
we're all
something.
human.
I'm not trying to speak ill will of the guy. I don't know him, but like you're right. Like we don't know. Like things can happen. The crazy things have happened. So there is a little part of me of like, get out while the getting's good. You know,
Cool. And then if you hold on to it, he could win the next 5 championships in a row.
This is look.
Like,
this is what we play.
If you want to
right.
play that game,
This is and look, isn't this what it's all about? This is what this industry is all about. Is playing that game of like, could be the big. He could be the next LeBron James, or something could happen. We don't know.
I think you play the odds that everything's going to be fine, and you have until the start of the season. And I would probably move it roughly at the start of the season.
Well, Silver Raccoon makes up a good point, too. I would wait until economic conditions are strong, maybe after tax time is due or is done. I mean, I could see that, but there's also guys, and I'm not privy to this category myself. Maybe someday I will be, but they have excess money that year.
Yeah.
They need to buy it by December.
Yeah, you want to get that sold. You want to get that sold. Yeah, again, not my tax bracket, but you want to get that sold before the end of the year.
Oh, BJ says I'd probably use the Mojo consignment service.
You better believe it.
That's a man. How much do we owe you for that one there? That was the little plug. Yes, if you break on Mojobreak, well, I'm kind of forgetting what platform we're on, but you could figure it out. You can check our IG out. You know,
it's all over.
That's all I gotta say about that.
And maybe coming to more places like
yes,
Fanatics Live.
very
so stay
soon.
tuned.
Yes, very soon it'll be coming.
Yeah, it very well could be.
Investors,
it should
you.
be. It should be. It should be coming soon. We're just working out. We're in beta.
Right.
We're in beta right now.
We're in beta.
We're in beta. But I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, is to decide. And I think he safely probably has a he could wait until October. I think is the time that he should really start making the decision, like before the first regular, maybe before preseason, but definitely before the first game of the season, because then your obviously injury risk goes up. I mean, we've seen what happened to Zion, we've seen what happened to Wemby in his first year, and obviously Wemby's doing fine now, but there's all these concerns about what could cause an effect. I mean, what we alluded to is the fact that right now maybe Cooper Flagg, I don't know, maybe Nick Carter backs out and Cooper Flagg goes and plays in Backstreet Boys and he's playing at the Sphere and he gives up NBA. Right, so
whoa.
Then your card is probably not going to be worth as much as it would if you had a basketball.
Does he have a
career.
nice voice? Has he got a good singing voice?
I have no idea.
All right.
It's just
Just a crazy scenario.
Well, look, it's not. You guys.
I was trying to keep it as PG as possible.
Right.
No, that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
That's not.
It's always a chance, but it's probably
no,
very
no,
slim.
Well, now wait a minute. There's precedent here.
There
You guys remember?
there isn't a chance.
You guys remember Victor
Man,
Oladipo?
are we trying to fill up an hour?
No, listen. You guys remember Victor Oladipo? I'm not kidding. You remember him?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, he very good.
He's like an amazing singer.
He
could be in Backstreet Boys.
He won the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's good.
Victor Oladipo was never the caliber of basketball player and had the hype that Cooper Flagg.
Better singer than basketball player? Victor Oladipo?
Yeah.
That's impressive to be a professional basketball player and also then maybe say, I'd have been a better singer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool.
Could be in Backstreet Boys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Silver Raccoon's killing in the chat. I love all the comments, by the way. So I'm just, I'm alluding to the other scenarios. Kind of like if you look at, what is it, Clint Barmas? Remember Clint Barmas?
I remember Clint Barnes.
I was walking up the steps and he was carrying some meat in the offseason and he fell and then he couldn't play the next season. So just, there's things that could happen when you're making these financial decisions about this card.
There was Jeremy Affeldt.
Sure.
Almost cut his finger off.
With frozen burgers.
Ricky Pearsall got shot in the chest or in the shoulder
Jason, thank God
before
he's
his
okay.
season started and kept him out 4 games.
I get all those scenarios. I think you either you sell it before the season or you just become the biggest Mavericks and Cooper Flagg fan and you just hold it until he makes a run, gets some MVPs, wins a championship.
A perfect example is the Mac Jones flawless shield that there's an infamous video of Dan running around the office.
It's a big card.
At the time,
you got to say,
at the time it was a $150,000 card, and the guy was a Patriots fan, decided to hold it.
I mean, he's great. He's great. He's best quarterback on the Niners roster by far.
He's good, but he's not.
He is the
Tom
best.
Brady like he was in 2021. In 2021, he was the next Tom Brady, and everybody was decided
Niners
on
probably
that.
a better team with him at the helm.
He looked pretty good yesterday.
He's probably the better quarterback.
We have 1A and 1B. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches to have a quarterback. So we're very lucky out here in Santa Clara.
Curtis Rourke, the
It says ask Otani's interpreter to buy the card with the winnings. I mean, I don't know if the funds are available to be spent right now, but maybe. I think he's got. I think his funds are frozen right now. I think. So, but hey, I'm sure if he gets out and he's got some money, he can buy some big cards. He looked like he liked cards. So
yeah.
Last story we have is where am I at?
How about you go on eBay? You just do a 1-day 99-cent auction, YOLO. See what happens.
On the Cooper Flagg?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
1-day auction,
right?
1-day auction, 99 cents, free shipping.
Good
let
Lord.
it ride. Let it ride.
The ultimate let it ride. Goodness. Still.
I mean, it would get it. I mean,
it would still go over $1 million.
You want press? It would get press, right?
Garage sale, silver rack. Yeah, go to a thrift shop. Yeah, put it in a garage sale. Why not? Go crazy.
How many security guards are going to need?
Yeah, with a sign that says 4.5 million or best offer.
Go to Pawn Stars in Vegas. They'll be like, best I could do is $200.
Yeah. Get Chumlee out there.
Get Chumlee there. Yeah.
Yeah, he collects Pokemon.
He does.
Speaking of alternate and entertainment style cards, I was actually on eBay last night buying some Sapphire base cards of everybody I could because I feel like that's the next thing. And we have the great curator talking about modern Disney and vintage Disney.
So Topps Disney Chrome is having a moment right now. People are piling in FOMO buying these cards. And it makes sense. The entertainment category is hot and Disney is the king. If you were smart, you got in early. If you're smarter, you'll cash out while things are red hot. But if you're really smart, you'll look beyond 2023. What are you talking about, Dan? You mean the 90s? No, you idiot! I mean this. The very first Mickey Mouse cards ever made came out in Spain in the late 20s. These are the 1929 Juncosa chocolate bar cards. You can only find these in chocolate bars, and it's based off of the 1928 film, The Haunted House. But Dan, this is not Disney enough for me. I need something more. Okay, check this out. Walt Disney's first ever card with Mickey Mouse on it. You can't get more Disney than this. 1931 Cinema Stars. This is the card you need to get if you're a Disney collector. These cards are rare to find, especially in high grades. Remember the way the hobby works. People always buy the new stuff, but they eventually always go back to the old stuff. Get ahead of the game.
Well,
do we have one of those?
I gotta say, 2 years ago, I bought one of those. So
are we millionaires?
I think I got a PSA 4, but I bought it for $600, and it's 4 or 5,000. Thank you, great curator. We just need more people to speak about the cards that I own. I mean, it's
not 4 million.
It's great. Not 4 million, but it's going up. It's going up. It's like
going to be a while.
It's going to be a while. I mean, that was an 8. His, no sales, but it was like $50,000.
That card came out when?
1930 something.
1930.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be around when it hits 4 million.
No, I don't know.
Well,
it's got Walt Disney and Mickey on the card.
I think
it's awesome.
This is something that, and I know that the back and forth with the Disney stuff has always been like, how many Mickey cards can you have? But the thing that is unique about Disney compared to a lot of the other pop culture brands is that there is a huge history of vintage stuff. And it is like, he's right. Now it's like, now that the modern stuff is popping up, it's the same conversation we have with baseball all the time. It's like, yeah, there's all this modern stuff in the first Bowmans and all that, but like, you can always fall back on the vintage stuff. And the vintage stuff doesn't have the huge ups and downs, but it does have a very consistent rise, and there's always some big sales, and it's the safest bet. And I think
there's also some eye appeal, because I obviously I love the mini one, that's why I bought it, because it has Walt and Mickey on the card. The other one he showed me looks like it was ugh.
The ones that came in the chocolate bar.
Yeah, it's like eye appeal wise. There's a same. Gary V did a video about Marvel too. There was like some cards that were like predated any of the Fleer stuff, and it was like Marvel cards like that were just comics like in a card, and it just didn't look good. I think there's got to be some kind of eye appeal to this stuff too, regardless of like it's the oldest thing ever made. It's like it's got like the first year so that's why I kind of be devil's advocate here. I feel like the first year Sapphire looks like amazing to me, and that's in 24. So it's all about what you like too. That's going to drive these trends. Before we let you go, we had a couple comments in the chat. Silver Raccoon says he loves the card with Walt, but after they wrecked Star Wars, Disney is dead to me. Okay.
Yeah.
We can expand on that.
Well, There's a that's
that can
we
happen.
go down that wormhole.
That
I
can
go down
happen.
that wormhole every day. So
Yep. And great career also made a comment about breakers with allocation that was off base as well, in his opinion. Okay.
Why do
Yeah.
you check it out? Where's that video?
Yeah. Maybe we'll just do an episode next week about all of that.
didn't pop up on my feed, unfortunately. But yeah, I will check that out.
But be sure to check us out. Go ahead and head on over to our flagship 10 case break 2026 flagship football over there, PYP style. So pick your player, see what's left. 10 cases, all cards ship. I mean, if you pick a guy that's in the base set, I mean, you're going to get a lot of cards in 10 cases. So that's going to be worth it in itself. Our shippers will sort everything for you. And get on over to Fanatics Live. Check out Mojobreak.com for other breaks as well. And we'll see you guys next week on the Hype on Collect.